On October 15th, 2013, a book came out, and I think it may have changed my life forever, but I'm still living, so I can't confirm nor deny that truth. But I fell in love with it instantly. It was called Humans of New York, and it was so simple. It was a dude that took pictures of humans in New York City and got a little story from them and did that throughout the entire book. I was instantaneously hooked. I'd read it in bed and it almost felt illegal, like, oh, I get to peer into someone's life. This is amazing. Anyways, 2 years later, I had my own thought. I was like, I love video. I want to do People of Maui, but in video form. And then my inner local Hawaiian from like the 80s came out and he's like, oh, brah, what? You just gonna bite that guy? What, brah? You no more an original thought. You cannot do your own thing, huh? That's not porno, brah. That's freaking ridiculous. So I did nothing for 5 years. And then I was working for this media company here on Maui at the time, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm still in love with the People of Maui idea. So I wrote this proposal, 5-page, super in-depth, January 27th, 2020. And then COVID hit. How convenient. That is just wonderful, Kalani. So I crumpled it up, threw it away, lost my job, and washed my hands. And kind of came to the conclusion that it's like, nah, People of Maui, it's whatever. And then today, like 3 weeks ago, I'm like, you know what? We're taking this silly little camera and this silly little microphone, and we are carrying these two objects with us everywhere we go. We are going to shoot some People of Maui. So not that you care, but my name's Kalani Prince. This is Operation Aloha. And this is my very first People of Maui piece. Hope you enjoy Alika. All right. Quick little interview in the rain.
His name is Tokco.
Toro.
Tokco.
Tokco.
Yes. It's Tongan for nephew.
Nephew?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because his mother is my girl, and
Okay.
she is Sunga,
Oh,
which is the Samoan word for sister.
Oh,
So
okay.
sister's son
So they got
is nephew.
they got the paired up names, yeah. Oh, his
Yeah, it
eyes
just came that way.
Yeah. And then at the dump on
Very
one.
active, very
I
kind.
know.
Yeah. Put him in there. You're not gonna believe. I'm born and raised on Oahu.
Okay.
I got the whitest boy's name ever being raised out there.
Yeah.
Clinton Alexander Bright. Alex. I grew up Alex Bright.
Okay.
That's the Alika. Only on paper is Clinton.
Okay.
2025, I make 55 this year. Yep, born 70. So growing up, I even was raised in Maryland for a little while. Lived with my grandma. But after high school, I got in with a lot of the wrong guys on Oahu, being from where I was from. So my mom was born here. My mom's mom was born here. They finished school in California, but I'm the only one here of my whole family. I just came to get away. Well, I've always had an ukulele in the hand. So that is a walking around every day. But I play drums.
Okay.
And I took guitar in high school.
Okay. And then, so what? Tell me a little bit about what led to the hardships that led to Maui High.
I was married for almost 30 years. After 27, that kind of failed, and that put me out. I've been out on the street since. I'm here by choice. Um, I met somebody, well, after my failure of a marriage, I thought things were spiraling out of control, and this one had saved me.
Okay.
She kept me afloat and held me together, and started playing music, and more music, looking for happy.
Now,
Um,
is that turning into a thing here? Like you're known for the music here on the street?
well, tires, and I do tires.
Okay.
I,
Change.
I change them in, well, pairs and spares. I don't have rims, so every now and then I might have a spare rim for a car. If they have a flat, I can help them out.
Okay. And do you go barter system, cash?
Well, I'm
Or
out.
from the heart?
Yeah, I'm out for help. Whatever they offer and give me, it's a blessing. I'm thankful. We like on Hui. We get it together. We're led by one Moi Kavako. She's the activist that attends meetings. She has the inside of of the inside. We just a lot of us couldn't. We're in a number of different places after the fire in Paia. Got placed out here. We're pretty much all country. You know, all the people that are here on the road, they're all country folk. We would rather be in the country than town.
Are there people that were down by Kahului Harbor here now, or?
There has been, and then there's a lot that come stay overnight and then they go to work in the morning.
Okay.
So they don't have the full camp. They're just out of their vehicle, you know. We have a couple cold water comes every second Friday, so we get hot shower,
Okay.
wash clothes.
That's a mobile thing.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
and then meals. We got Mikey and T is a younger brother and sister to Moi. And they got donations. So
Okay.
once a week we get food donations,
Okay.
and so we've had volunteers come up and down and help clean and pull the street together.
Okay. So
And we've
there's
also
some
had
support.
right. We've also had volunteers come out and make uh, so to speak, just kitchens, just a studio type kitchen for whoever wanted to cook and had available dishes and available
Okay. Okay. So
stoves.
like a
And
communal,
right,
everybody can come
right,
to. Oh,
right,
wow.
and a couple of them up and down so that everybody could fall in where they wanted to.
That's
Yeah.
ongoing.
Right.
Okay. Okay. What are like some of the biggest challenges? Just like
Well,
for
other
maybe.
than MPDs, every so often come rolling through, and they mark derelict vehicles and just warrants. They look for warrants,
Okay.
stolen property and
Okay.
whatnot.
And then
So
they'll tow. They'll.
right,
Yeah. Yeah.
they'll remove whatever they have to, and if or necessary, arrest. That is what we're after.
That's the goal
Right.
for the whole community.
Right, this whole
Okay.
community here and more. We're better with number. We don't have number, but we probably do better with number.
With more people.
Right.
What's the like population right now?
There's just probably about 15 families.
Okay.
Not very little, not very many young.
Okay. Not too many
They're
kids.
all pretty much all adult.
Okay.
A lot of couples, and a few single men, single women. but we're probably about get close to 30,
Okay.
30 some.
Okay. Within this community, do you guys have like undesignated like property lines? Like somebody
Yeah,
knows
yeah.
they got to be out there and
Right.
be like, "Oh, Alika," or they can.
Well, they always welcome my place. Everybody always welcome, but they know that I got my 40 and they got their 40. You see the lines that we're right back to each other.
40 feet.
Well, we just saved the 40 acres,
Oh,
but it's not. But hey man,
Yeah. Okay, I
just
got
call
you.
it what it is. It's just we just give some space for each
Okay.
other.
Okay.
But they also, the mayor's office, were getting a lot of complaints by surrounding people, and fire was one of them. So, because I first started with, I was in a number of places on this road. Me and Zazie, my girl, were on the road the longest, other than Uncle Roberto Rabago. He was here week, 2 weeks before we, and then I've been here almost 3 years now.
Wow. Okay.
I'm going on 4. We're going on 4. But we've been in a few spots, and I was on that side of the road. Then they would come through a lot, and then they said, get off of that side of the road or we'll kick you out. So I held my ground. And I was the last one to move over. Because I said, well, if you're going to do that to me, why not move me into a house? Why I got to move just across the street?
Yeah.
Fuck that. I'm going to get off the street. If I'm going to move, I'm getting off the street.
And do you get tourists that come up the road and
A
what's
lot,
that?
yeah. Yeah, they've just passed by, they're fearful of where they are and they just don't know.
Do
But
any of them ever
this is the
stop?
land of Aloha, yeah.
Yeah.
I've had,
It's the land of aloha.
yeah, then we still got it, I'm one of those boys. There's a couple of elders here, yeah.
Okay.
One elder that is not so movable like he was, but he got pulled.
Okay.
Well, like I mentioned, I was on that side of the road, and it was comfortable there due to just holding up against trade. Now it feels like my back's against the trades, and I get beat up from the corners. And we've had a few corners.
Oh, no way. So like, it would seem like right now this would be freaking hot on this side.
Well, I mean, just that is no problem. They just create cover. So
Okay.
create cover, and it's just a filling in. But like I mentioned, I got a little studio, a band, and then I got a bedroom, and I created just a private area for female to shower and whatnot. And so
Alika,
just,
you're making freaking gold out of.
well,
You
it
seem like
is
the
what
type
it
of
is.
guy.
I'm thankful. Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Yes, sir.
Mahalos. And I live right up the street, so freaking.
Well, I'm from Haiku too, so
Oh, yeah. Let me get
we're in Haiku,
this
my
little
boy.
necklace
Yeah.
guy. Right on.
Yeah. Well,
Grab that.
you're always welcome here wherever I am.
Shoes, bro. So when's the live music? Okay, first of all, wow, you watched till the end of the video. I super appreciate that. Mahalos from the bottom of my heart. And second of all, I know that the end of that video is a little rough. Admittedly, I am not a professional interviewer at all, but I can promise you this, I will get better. I will get way better. If you're still watching, maybe you're willing to watch a little bit longer, especially if you live on Maui. Please stick around for like 1 or 2 minutes. I just want to read you a couple of things from this proposal I wrote in 2020. So if you here on Maui know anybody in these categories, I just want to go over the categories that I had written and read those to you. That would be incredible. I don't know, just send me a message or text me. You probably have my number. But yeah, so People of Maui categories, page 2. Cultural and Native persons. Subjects in these episodes would have been born and raised on Maui or have been here for several generations. These people of Maui would be ideally focusing on one specific cultural practice that they are passionate about. So you know anybody in that space, let me know. Category 2, the waterman. Oh, you crazy? Laird Hamilton used to live on this street and pay me in stickers to wash his truck. Bad ROI. Okay, so the watermen are like the surfers, the kiters, the surf groms, surf family. You're just all about the ocean. Subjects in these episodes would be taking their love for the ocean to the extreme. A waterman that hasn't missed a day in the ocean for 20 years, question mark. A shredder kid that's way too good for his age. A surfer that may have a physical limitation like an amputee, or how surfing may have saved somebody's life. I know that surfing's like church for a lot of people. Next category would be the ocean ambassador or reef lover. Subjects in these episodes would be actively engaging in making a positive change for Maui's reefs, beaches, and coastal areas. Is there an old man on Maui that's been cleaning a beach for the last 30 years? Question mark. Is there a Mauian that's created a new technology to restore the reefs back to their 1970s glory? I don't know the answer to that, but I want to interview that person. Someone who's passionate about helping Maui's honu to thrive and survive. I love the honu. And if you're a visitor watching this, 15 feet, don't touch them. Don't touch them. Nobody's going to think you're cool. Don't take selfies with them. Let them rest. Have you ever been woken up while you're resting? It's irritating. I know, especially with a flash in your face and a million people around you every day. Leave the honu alone. Admire them from afar. 15 feet. Got it? Okay, moving on. Disabled and special needs persons. Subjects in this category aren't letting their disabilities get in the way of their dreams. Has an accident changed someone's life, but they're still chasing dreams and passions? Question mark. Has someone born with a disability overcome all odds and is doing amazing things here on Maui, regardless of what we perceive as disabled? I'd love to capture that. This is all written before ChatGPT. I'm actually kind of proud of myself right now. Like, look at this. Like, I did little headline. Whatever. I'm not corporate, so I'm proud of me. Okay, the next category, elderly people. Subjects in this category might not have much more time on this island, but oh boy, did they have stories. And in the Hawaiian culture, passing on stories is just, I mean, I'm sure it's the same all over the world, but man, we talked about it, Alika. Never mind. Can they tell us stories about Maui in the 1940s? What have they seen here on Maui that has changed? Are they sharp, funny, or charismatic? Did they work in the Punene sugar mill for 50 plus years? That sugar mill is closed down, by the way, as of 2016, I believe. That's a whole nother story. I have 680 photos, giant 36 megapixel awesome images that no human has ever seen, marinating on my computer. It's a whole nother thing. Okay, next category. We're almost there. Thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you. Bikers and gearheads. Subjects in this category love their Maui machines, and it shows. One subject at a time. This category could be done like a YouTube channel called Petrolicious. It's a channel that like features one like car owner, and man, the way these guys will talk about their cars like it's their child is amazing. I would emulate that in my own way. Bah. Okay, next category, amazing kids. Is Maui home to the next Israel Kamaka Viva Ole, Jason Momoa, Obama in this category? Who are all from Hawaii, by the way. Mostly Oahu, but hey, Maui can go too. Come on, Maui. We got it. In this category, we'd seek to find kids with amazing talents doing amazing things or very interesting personalities. I can't talk about that project right now, but Jungle Boys, that's too long term. But yeah. Okay, next category, artists. Subjects in this category could range from established artists to lesser known artists. Episodes would focus on those doing very visually interesting art or music. Glass blower, wood carver, fine furniture maker, top tier jeweler. Documenting a piece from concept to completion would be cool and visually rich. That's the thought on that. But yeah, the art is a huge, the spectrum is, we'll talk about it later. Okay, and then the last category, I think this is the last category. Yep. The last category is Maui, quote unquote, characters. Subjects in this category would be those that most would deem as crazy upon first meeting. The question is, are they crazy? What stories do they have for us? There used to be an old Filipino guy. I wrote this down, but I remember the story. There used to be this old Filipino guy on Maui, and he would walk every day from Kahului or Wailuku to like Baldwin Beach. This is like 12 to 15 miles. Hauling a giant white cross. He's like an ex-boxer. And I don't know his story. That's irritating to me. I'd like to. I don't even know if he's still around. I haven't seen him in years. Actually, since COVID. But what's his story? He dragged this giant cross down the road. Obviously, part of his story was God, and that advertisement that he was doing was amazing. Yeah, that's it. And then something I thought was kind of cool on the very last page. So my final thoughts were, I believe the residents of Maui would love this content, getting to see what other people are up to in little, engaging 10+ minute chunks. I feel like it's something that Maui needs. The tourism industry gets so much attention that it would be nice to feature It would be nice to feature people of Maui that are doing other things that help support what we all love about Maui. And that's it.